Well, didn't think this would be on the bingo card list for this year. Amazon has now got full creative control of James Bond. This is major news. Really, actually is major news. It's not like an exaggeration. The Broccoli's have controlled James Bond very, very strictly, an iron fist, for a long time. And now they're like, yeah, no worries, it's done. Amazon's going to take full creative control. We're gone. We're out of it. Interesting. I do wonder why. I wonder why this was done. Why would Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson, why would they choose to give up a gravy train? And I don't think the answer lies in them giving it up. We heard a little way back from Barbara Broccoli. It was like leaked anyway. You can check it out. You can Google it. But Barbara Broccoli was said to have stated that Amazon are all a bunch of effing idiots to work with. I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty certain that is actually a direct quote, to be fair. So it's maybe they made it so incredibly difficult to work with them that she chose to give it up. Was almost forced into giving it up. But this is major news. Crazy, crazy news. So we're going to take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn those bell notifications on. As Variety state, James Bond shocker. Amazon MGM gains creative control of 007 franchise as producers Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson step back. Mental. Amazon MGM Studios is set to take creative control of the James Bond franchise. The shock announcement, which is sure to shake and indeed stir the industry, was made Thursday, today, alongside the news that longtime producers and custodians of 007, Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli, will be stepping back. Again, as it says here, as per details of the historic agreement, and it certainly is historic, this is major, Amazon MGM Studios, Wilson and Broccoli, have formed a new joint venture to house the James Bond intellectual property rights. I reckon they must have made it incredibly difficult to do any work. The three parties will remain co-owners of the iconic franchise, but Amazon MGM will have creative control. This is major. Why is it major? They've had 007 for years, decades. It's just so strange that they're looking to change it. Since his theatrical introduction over 60 years ago, James Bond has been one of the most iconic characters in film entertainment, said Mike Hopkins, head of Prime Video and Amazon MGM Studios. We are grateful to the late Albert R. Broccoli and Harry Saltzman for bringing James Bond to movie theatres around the world, and to Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli for their unyielding dedication and their role in continuing the legacy of the franchise that is cherished by legions of fans worldwide. We're honoured to continue this treasured heritage and look forward to ushering in the next phase of the legendary 007 for audiences around the world. So Wilson chimed in as well and says, with my 007 career spanning nearly 60 incredible years, I'm stepping back from producing the James Bond films to focus on art and charitable projects. Therefore, Barbara and I agree it is time for our trusted partner, Amazon MGM Studios, to lead James Bond into the future. God, it's so bizarre. This is such a weird piece of news. So Broccoli chimed in and says, my life has been dedicated to maintaining and building upon the extraordinary legacy that was handed to Michael and me by our father, producer Cubby Broccoli. I have had the honour of working closely with 4 of the tremendously talented actors who have played 007 and thousands of wonderful artists within the industry. With the conclusion of No Time to Die and Michael retiring from the films, I feel it is time to focus on my other projects. What bloody other projects is Barbara Broccoli doing? It's all to do. It has to all to do with this. So in 2022, sorry, Amazon bought MGM for $8.5 billion, acquiring a vast catalogue with more than 4,000 films and 17,000 TV shows, alongside the rights to distribute all of the James Bond films. It has to be in part to do with that. There is something there. Something in that deal which has forced them to sign stuff over. A joint venture. How bizarre. When it's not a joint venture, is it? If they get final say. If Amazon MGM has full creative control, right? Full creative control. It's not really a joint venture. It is them getting executive producer credits on everything until the end of time and just being loosely associated with the project. But on face value, take it on face value. Yes, joint venture. Very weird. Very, very weird turn of events. So No Time to Die, the 25th James Bond film, and Daniel Craig's fifth and final turn as 007, was released in 2021 and earned $775 million since then. Despite endless speculation in the press, there have been no announcements regarding the timeline for production of the next film or Craig's replacement. That's always been a bit weird anyway. Like, you think you'd be able to get on a bit quicker than that. 4 years. You'd at least think casting. Like, there's lots and lots of rumours that Aaron Taylor Johnson had got it, which I actually think is not bad casting. This is very bizarre. I mean, look, ultimately, like, is this good? No, of course not. No, absolutely it's not. Amazon MGM have a relatively okay history. Relatively okay history. But when they have something that's, like, bad, it's really, really, really bad. I mean, Rings of Power is an awful production, terrible. But then they do have really good things, such as the Terminal List. Terminal List is fantastic. Invincible is fantastic. They have a whole bunch of fantastic things on their roster. So, but this will be bad. I can't see this being good. It's languished in, like, development hell ever since that last film. And then all of a sudden, the two people that were managing the franchise have now gone. Yeah, it's not good, is it, really? It doesn't spell... it's not confidence inspiring. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop it down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.